Hey guys, so I'm going to do a integration tutorial on setting up TrueSky with the multiplayer survival game template. Now, I'm not going to go over all the settings and visual improvement stuff that you can do with TrueSky. I'm simply going to cover how to get it up and running in the template. So first thing, you just need to make sure that your plugin is enabled. So if it's not enabled, you need to do that and then restart the editor. I am working in 4.14 because currently there are some issues with TrueSky under 4.15 that cause crashes. So you want to open up your map. So I'll just open up the survival map here, and the first thing we want to do is get rid of the sky sphere and the skylight. So let's just search for sky. So both of these guys need to go. We also want to set the world settings to force no pre-computed lighting, I believe. I'm not sure if you need to, but in general with dynamic day-night cycles, this is a better way to go. You will then need to build once, which should only take a very short time because it doesn't actually need to build lighting. Next, what you want to do is add the TrueSky sequence to scene. And that will add in this one here, should be down the bottom, which is how we control all the settings in TrueSky. Now you need to add a new TrueSky sequence asset, or if you've got one, select it. And so we're going to make a new one here, we're just going to call it sequence. And then you want to open up that. Now you do one step that might be missing here is you need to input your registration information. I've minimized that because obviously I don't want that available on YouTube. But yeah, you need to do that, and this is all covered by the TrueSky tutorials. We're going to add in some clouds just to make sure things are visible, and we'll just increase the settings a bit so they're a bit more. Just give it some wind. Don't want really fast wind, just go with 2. So that's already, we've got some started there. We want to make sure the survival game template is controlling the time in it, so we're going to go into content, survival game template, blueprints, components, and we're going to create a child blueprint version of the time of day. We're just going to call it time of day child. We're going to open this up, don't need those guys. All we want to do in here is override third party update and override third party initialize. On initialize, we want to get all actors of class. We want to look for directional lights. We want to for each loop with break, get the light component, and then we want to do component has tag, and we're going to use MSGT underscore sunlight. Now our sunlight actor in the demo level already has this, but in your own map you may need to set it. So click on your light, scroll down until you see the bit called tags, and then you just want to give it a tag here. So click add and then just add in the tag. So if this is the one that has that tag, we want to set sunlight, and then because we found our sun, we just want to break the loop so it's not going for all of them. Now on the update, we just want to get current time, and we want to divide this by 8640 because TrueSky works on a 0 to 1 time scale, and the survival game template works on 0 to 8640. From this, we want to do set time, which is a TrueSky function. And then one last thing, we want to get sunlight and just do light, update light. Click on that and then make sure include shadow is set. We're also going to just make this quicker, set the default settings in the child. So we're going to set use custom system. We're going to set this to 60 seconds and just this to 5 just to make sure everything's okay. And we're just going to go with that for now. So then we need to jump back into our survival controller, or jump into our controller for the first time. And we want to delete the time of day manager and add the time of day child instead. Click compile, hit save. We need to make sure the sunlight is set to movable, like this. And just to make things a little bit prettier, we want to add a TrueSky light. And with that, we should be good to go. Oh, one other thing we will do is go into the time of day child. We'll set the update for interval to something a bit more, so 0.1, just because we've got a very fast time of day cycle here, 60 seconds. And we're also going to set the update frequency on the TrueSky light to 1. So that will have us updating. You can see it's much quicker. Obviously the longer day-night cycle is going to be a little bit smoother. We do have this annoying issue here with the post-processing outline effect. So I'm working on a fix for this, but in the meantime, unfortunately, the options are picking between the outlining and TrueSky. So if you want to disable the outline, go to post-processing effects, go to settings. This is in the survival controller, by the way, and you want to expand the blendables and either delete it or just set this to 0 even will work. File and save. And then we just run that, and that fixes that up. Now obviously, like I said, I'm not covering all the visuals, so you can mess around with all that stuff on your own. We'll still get prompts up on screen to tell us we're looking at items that just don't have the outline on them. So that's how you get TrueSky up and running. TrueSky looks really good. I will hopefully have a solution for the outline before too long, but in the meantime, I've had a lot of people request that I upload this anyway. So thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions or requests for other integration tutorials, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Cheers!